Hi, this is Joseph with Conscious Collective, and in this video, I want to share a practice with you, and it's a practice that I've been experimenting with this past week or so, and have found it to be very healing, very liberating, very joyful for myself. So I want to share it with you and hope that you can experience the same thing. So this practice is not a practice that is like some traditional meditation practice or mindfulness practice or yoga practice. It's a practice that I sort of just made up on my own, and I like to think of it as kindling the flame of the heart. So when I feel most inspired, most aligned, most happy and loving, I feel this energy in my heart, like this warmth or this light, this energy that feels like it's just radiating from my heart. And the more that I feel that energy, the more I feel connected to it, the more loving, the more happy and peaceful that I feel. And so I want to help nurture this feeling in my heart, this fire in my heart. And the ways that I do that are by what I think of as kindling the flame of the heart. I think of adding fuel to this fire. And some of the ways that I add fuel to this fire of my heart are through expressing gratitude, through stating positive affirmations, thinking positive thoughts, wishing for the well-being of others, offering a prayer, or even just breathing deeply into my heart and just feeling that energy that's there. And so each action, each word, each thought that I have that's kind, that's loving, that's intentional, I feel is like another piece of fuel that I'm adding to this flame. And so I just wanted to share this idea and this concept with you and offer an invitation for you to experiment with this yourself. So just imagine that you have a small flame, like a literal small fire here in the center of your heart, and that everything, every kind, every loving thought, word, or action that you have is adding another piece of fuel to this fire. And the more that this fuel grows, the more your feelings of love, of happiness, of joy, and freedom also grow. And so some of the practical ways that you can do this, some of the ways that I do it, I'm sure you can come up with many on your own that I haven't figured out yet, but some of the ways that I do it that help me a lot are by, like I said, expressing gratitude. So this looks like, just thinking in my mind or even sometimes verbally expressing, like, I'm so grateful for this food that I have. Or I'm so grateful for water. I'm so grateful that I have a functioning car to drive. I'm so grateful for my health, that I have a healthy body, a healthy mind. I'm grateful for being on this path that I'm on, for discovering things like mindfulness and meditation, breath, all of these beautiful things. I'm thankful for nature. The list goes on and on. There's so many things that we can be thankful for, and we as humans tend to focus on the things that we lack, the things that we don't have, the things that we desire. And in doing so, we often overlook the many things that we have that are really a blessing to have, things that are really privileges to have. So just focusing on those things, bringing them into mind, into heart, and expressing gratitude is one of the ways that I add some fuel onto this fire in my heart. And another way is by stating positive affirmations. So this can take any form and can be anything that you can come up with, but just saying positive things to yourself and affirming things. Like, I am grateful could be a positive affirmation in itself, but I am peaceful, I am loving, I am happy, I am free, I am blessed to be alive, I am strong, I am capable, I am healthy, happy. I feel like maybe I repeated one, but that's the general idea, is just to say something positive to yourself in the present tense, like an affirmation. I am this thing. I am grateful. I am peaceful. I am loving. I am free. And having those positive statements, those positive feelings about yourself is another way to add some fuel to this fire. Wishing for the well-being of others is a great practice too that helps. So seeing someone, I love this example, if someone cuts you off in traffic, often we have this reaction to be negative or critical towards that person, but instead, we don't have to be that way. Instead, we can just think, I hope that person gets to where they're going safely. I hope that that person finds happiness. If someone flips you off or is angry at you, it's like, oh, wow, that person's suffering. I wish them well. I hope they find peace. And having this general attitude towards others, just walking in the store, seeing another person, I wish this person happiness today. And just carry that feeling within towards the people that you meet, the people that you experience. Everyone is having their own life experience. Everyone deals with the same struggles and stresses that come with this human experience. And so having compassion for everyone is something that is, I think, a worthy thing to cultivate, and also something that really kindles that flame in the heart and helps that love, helps that compassion grow. And I truly feel that happiness comes from having an open heart, from having this energy in our heart awakened, open, flowing, rather than just chasing after these endless desires of our mind. I would hope that by now you've found chasing after desires does not fulfill our happiness. And there's so many things. I giggle and I laugh thinking about it, because time and time again we chase after the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and each thing often seems like, once I get this thing, then I'll be happy. That's the thing that will bring me happiness. And once we get that, it's another thing and it's another thing, and the mind is just endless in its desires and insatiable. There's no way that by getting all of the things we think we want, that we'll eventually, be happy with that. Really, happiness comes from within ourselves. It comes from freedom, from letting go of the struggles, the stress, the suffering that we create for ourselves, and opening our hearts to life, to this moment, to ourselves, to each other, and really connecting with love rather than judgment. So these are just some of the thoughts, some of the ways that help me to really add fuel to this fire in my heart and help it grow, to help me feel more loving and more happy, more peaceful. And I have been doing this practice almost every day now throughout the day, and it helps me keep my heart in my awareness and helps me remember of ways to nourish and nurture my heart. And so it's just brought me a lot of joy and happiness and peace, and I wanted to share it with you with the hopes that you'll try this practice out yourself too, and hopefully experience some of these feelings of love, of joy, and peace, because they're right here in your heart. They're accessible to you now and at any time. And it just requires us to bring some attention here, to add some fuel to this fire. A fire starts out really small, but the more you add fuel to it, the more that it grows. And similarly, when you have a big fire, in order to maintain it, you have to continuously add fuel to that fire, or else it'll die down and eventually burn out. And so in the same way, this fire in our hearts and just our happiness in general requires us to nurture it, to water those seeds, or to add fuel to that fire, and to do so continuously. And the more that we do, the more that it grows, the more it expands, and the more that we feel those feelings of love, of happiness, of peace. So think of ways that you can add some fuel to the fire in your heart, ways that you can express more gratitude, ways that you can be kinder to yourself, speak more lovingly and compassionately towards yourself, be more kind to other people, wish other people well, offer prayers, offer gratitude, any way that you can nurture and warm this energy in the heart to help it grow and expand. That's the practice, and that's my invitation for you today. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope that you try this practice out, and may it open your heart more fully. May you experience happiness, peace, and love in yourself, and may you have a loving, peaceful, and joyful day. Much love.